Hi everyone, this is Ryan Chester from Study and Work. Welcome to my presentation. Today I'm going to discuss about the different job hunting strategy secrets. Some of these secrets may not be secrets anymore, you already know, but it's okay, if you don't know, then definitely you will benefit from our presentation. Okay, let's start it on. Get the job you want. This is what we're going to discuss about today. Employers are looking for a person, not a CV. A lot of us make the mistake that we actually do a CV and then we start applying for jobs and then we wait for the job offer to come. But actually, when you apply for jobs, it's not just a CV. It's a complete package. The employers are looking for you, not your CV. You know, so that's why in this presentation, I'm going to talk about how to be you, right? You cannot predict your future, but you can plan for your success. So when you are out there in the job market, you have to go with a very positive attitude. You got to have a long-term goal, and for you to succeed, you have to work towards that goal. You can't predict the future, but you can work hard to get to that goal by taking small actions. That's why they say work on short-term objectives while you focus on long-term goals. Get yourself a pseudonym if that helps people remember your name. Like, you look at me, my name is Rohindra, but I use my pseudonym Ryan in the corporate sector. I had to do it, no choice, because Rohindra was too difficult for Australian employers to remember and relate to. And since I changed my name Ryan, I haven't looked back. I actually um, became more successful in what I do, because that's the reality. I'm sure you love your name, but sometimes you have to change your name to be more productive or get noticed. Surround yourself with people who will lift you higher. Most of the times, especially with international students, they come to Australia and then they get surrounded by people from their own country, and a lot of them they try and actually uh, put you in a cocoon. They basically tell you that this is all you can do. You can't do better. Don't fall into trap. You can do better. You are the average of five people who spend the most time with. This is very true. So choose your friends carefully. I'm not actually encouraging you to be selfish when it comes to making friends, but you can learn from your friends, even if your friend's not as good as you are. So have a variety of friends. It's not what you know, but who you know. This is very, very true. It's like through the networking, you will come across opportunities, because opportunities don't just fly in the air. It's all stuck with people. So the more people you know, the more opportunities, the job opportunities you will come across. It sounds better when someone else says good things about you than you trumpeting it yourself. This is very, very true. If you just tell good things about yourself, you boast about yourself, then people don't like to talk to you. They think you are so proud. You've got an attitude problem, right? So it's always good when someone else says good things about you. So make sure that you include testimonials in your resume, and also in your LinkedIn profile. Request your friends, colleagues, previous employers to write good things about you, which really sounds better. Avoid listing your address in the resume to not miss out on the shortlist. This is like, when you live in outer suburbs of Sydney, or far away from the city. When you mention your location, uh, you know, the hiring manager may not actually shortlist you for an interview because they might think that, you will not take the job offer, or even if you take the job offer, you will be looking for a job near to your home in the near future, so they won't be able to get that loyalty from you. So if you're willing to travel, then don't mention your address in the resume. Ring potential employers directly. The worst call you make is the call you don't make. You can't just apply for jobs and wait for the job offer to come to you. You have to pick up the phone and make calls, follow up. And sometimes it's better to actually ring up companies uh, directly by yourself. If you think that they will need your skills, just ring them up and ask them if they have any vacancies. So this way you can get to the job before the job is advertised. Do not oversell yourself, but show your enthusiasm and willingness to learn. So in the interview, don't oversell yourself, because the hiring managers, they know what is best for their business, right? So you don't have to teach them that this is how you do the hiring. This is what you should be looking for the staff. People usually don't like people who oversell. So it's best to be humble and go to the interview with humility, but tell them that you are really fast learner and you're willing to learn. Speaking English to improve your communication skills. Get to know some local slangs. It's very important to have a good communication skills, both excellent written English and spoken English. If you want to go up, climb the ladder, go high places in Australia, it's very very important to have good English, and it's better to know some Australian slangs, so you can have a decent conversation with your Australian friends. A resume is an advertisement to sell your skills, thus include your features and benefit. Resume is basically an ad, it's nothing less, nothing more. Like in the ads, they have features about the product and then talk about the benefits. You have to do the same in the resume as well. You talk about your skills and you talk about how your skills will benefit your employer. Tailor your CV to each job you apply for. You don't just make one CV and apply for 100 jobs. It's best if you have if you spend more time customizing the resume to the requirements of the job. So that means just apply for 10 jobs, but with customized resumes, you'll have better luck at getting a job offer. Interview the interviewer to show your enthusiasm to join the team. So when you go for an interview, make it a two-way communication. Make it a conversation, so it becomes more interesting, right? So that way, you can show your enthusiasm and you can actually find out more about the job yourself. You will be able to impress your interviewer, and you'll have a better chance of getting an offer if you have that chemistry with the interviewer. Have that connection. Always follow up with a thank you email. Don't actually just go for an interview and then wait for the response. In the interview itself, ask for the interviewer's email address, go home, write a nice email saying, thank you for your time today. We had an intelligent and productive discussion. I really love to work with you if given a chance. If you like to meet up for a second interview, I am free next week on Monday. Please give me a call. And then definitely they will get back to you. Seek up seek, explore the hidden job market on LinkedIn. A lot of us actually we apply for jobs in SIG and we get no response. We get sick of it, and then we get stuck in our own job, right? So we don't get to get the job we really want. But the reality is, in Australia, 60% of the jobs are achieved through hidden job market, and LinkedIn is a very good hidden job market. In LinkedIn, you can actually contact people who are your potential employers, right? And basically, you don't just call them or contact them. I mean, send them messages saying do you have a job for me? What you do is you contact them and ask them to be a mentor. You know, and everyone likes to hear people praising about them. So when you tell them, okay, can you be my mentor, please? They think, wow, value, they feel important. And most probably they will say yes. Because most successful people, they like to help others. Um, and once they become a mentor, you can catch up with them for a coffee, get to ask them for advice. And if they're really impressed with you, they will try their best to find you a job. Use a recruitment agency and build experience with short-term contracts. There are a lot of recruitment agencies out there who specialize in temporary contracts, and these recruiters actually are not that strict when it comes to hiring. Because they are looking for people who can start urgently. So they can basically give you a chance to go for a short-term assignment. And that short-term assignment will help you build your experience, and most times those short-term assignments can convert into a job as well. Gain industry experience early through internships to secure a job in your field of study. If you are a graduate or if you are a student and looking to get into your field of study, internship is the best option. There's no doubt about it. In the internship, you get a chance to practice what you've learned in the university, and you also get chance to prove your worth to your potential employer. You know, in most internships, you actually uh, get a job, because it's a win-win. The employers also benefit from your skills, and if you are a good fit for the team, they will definitely hire you. Look for graduate job opportunities beyond Australia. Think global. um, you know a lot of us a lot of our students actually, they all focus on PR, right? But PR is not the solution. You got to think global. The way the world economy is growing, I think there'll be more opportunities outside of Australia than in Australia. So, if you have a good qualification that's world recognized, if you have some experience, you have outstanding communication skills, you can go and work anywhere. It could be US, Australia, Canada, Finland, India, China, even Nepal. Who knows? There will be a lot of opportunities in those countries in the near future. Create your own job by developing an entrepreneurial mindset. Don't just look for jobs. Create a job for yourself. In Australia, it's not that difficult to start a business. Even as a student, you can start a business. You can do drop shipping, you can do delivery service, you can open a dark kitchen. You can do a mobile repair business, or maybe a jewelry, export, import. There's so many things you can do. If you have the entrepreneurial spirit, it's actually best to start your own business, but do take calculated risk. And as a business owner, you'll have more satisfaction, and you can make a lot more money. And lastly, but not the least, know your work rights. Don't undersell yourself. Don't get exploited. If you have the talent, the confidence, um, you don't have to work for less. Always demand a market salary. That's it for today. I could talk about so many other things, but I was given only 10 minutes for this presentation. We've already exceeded our time. But if you'd like to know more, you're welcome to contact me. And also, please go to the YouTube video to get inspired by some of our alumni who are doing great in their field of study. They are working in rewarding, satisfying and excellent jobs in top Australian and multinational companies. Thank you very much. All the best.